Hello, everyone. Welcome again to Indian Story Read Along. Today's story is from Jataka Tales. And these stories are all about, they're kind of like Panchatantra, but Panchatantra involved a lot of humans in villages and kings and queens. In these stories, Jataka Tales are a lot about animals kind of behaving as humans. And there are humans involved as well. They might be kings or queens or a hunter in the woods or something, but the main characters are always going to be animals. So they organize them in different sets of stories. One of them is monkey tales, as you see right now. There's deer tales, there's elephant tales, and there are, depending on what kind of copies of stories you have, there will be different animals involved in each of these things. So monkeys are a huge theme in Jataka Tales. Today's story is called The Monkey's Heart. There once lived a monkey on the bank of a river. What a lovely day, he says, having his banana. And like I said, monkeys behave or animals behaving as humans. You see there, like he has a sign for his house and he's got a rope ladder that he has made. He leaves his garbage out like we do. Um, so there's him. That's his house. He's hanging around there. A little downstream lived a crocodile and his wife. And then the crocodile's wife is cooking, because we know animals do that. And there's their pot of boiling water. And she says, "Have you seen that plump monkey upstream? I'm longing to eat his heart." And then the husband crocodile says, "I would love to get it for you, but he lives up in the trees. How can I catch him?" Also reading a book over there, and he's like got an extra bottle of like soda or something. And then the wife says, "You are a crocodile. Aren't you cunning? Use your cunning." Cunning means like your wits. Aren't you sneaky, smart? Aren't you intelligent in a hunting kind of way? And then the crocodile says, let's see. My idea might just work." Usually, when a character says this, they're about to have a really bad idea. So then the crocodile goes up to the monkey and says, "Hello, monkey. Aren't you sick of eating the fruit of the same tree every day?" And the monkey's like, I guess so. Not really. He wouldn't have thought of that if the crocodile hadn't brought it up. So then the crocodile says, "Why don't you go across to the opposite bank? There are some delicious fruits there." Monkey says, "But how shall I get across? I can't swim." And then the crocodile says, "Oh, that's simple. You can ride on my back." And then the monkey says, "You are a friend indeed. Let's go." And so you see that seagull up there? The seagull's just like, bad idea, buddy. So then monkey's on the crocodile's back riding through the river. And then he says, "This is an excellent idea. Why didn't we think of it before?" When they were in the middle of the river, you can see that compared to here, the more of the crocodile's body was above the water level. And not here, though. He is purposely going lower and lower and lower so that he's gradually trying to drown this monkey. When they were in the middle of the river, then the monkey says, "Hey, are you trying to drown me?" The crocodile says, "Not at all, for I'm going to kill you." Monkey says, "But why? What have I done?" And then crocodile says, "Nothing, but my wife wants to eat your heart, so you die." And then the monkey thinks, "I'd better think fast if I love my life." Suddenly he got a good idea. "Ha ha 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 ha, ho 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 ho, hee 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 hee. The joke's on you, crocodile." And crocodile's confused. "Stop that. What's so funny about dying?" And the monkey says, "You may kill me, but you will never get my heart." And crocodile says, "What do you mean?" And then here's the good idea. The monkey is banking on how dumb the crocodile is, and he is correct. The crocodile was banking that the monkey would be dumb, and he was wrong. So then the monkey says, "We monkeys hide our hearts in safe places before we venture out." And the crocodile says, "Really? How was I to know?" And then the monkey says, "Well, never mind. Turn back. Since you were so kind to me, I'll show you where my heart is." And then the crocodile's like, "Okay." Not bright at all. Then they go back to the tree, and this monkey is just waiting to get back. "There, can you see that tall, big tree on the bank where I live?" And the crocodile says, "Of course I can." And the monkey says, I hide my heart in the topmost branch of that tree. Take me back and I'll give it to you." The crocodile says, "You will." As soon as they reach the bank, the monkey says, "Now I'd better act fast." So then he scrambles over to the tree, climbs up there, and then he says to the crocodile once he's safely on a branch, "You poor fool. If my heart were removed from my body, I'd be dead. It's safe inside me, and you'll never lay your hands on it." And then the crocodile stomps away angry. The end. This was one of many stories in this pretty thick book of Jataka Tales, and I will be reading them one by one for you on different videos. So if you want to join us again next time, please do on Indian Story Read Along.